All right, guys. I know I moved this later on schedule because of the breaking news that Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather met in Japan. But we gotta talk about this. So let's go ahead and talk about this. Brick City Bash hometown hero Shakur Stevenson defeats Robson Conceicao in the New York Extravaganza. At ito po ang press release po ng Top Rank, and you can watch this on Powcast Sports. At ako po si Pow Salud. Pag-uusapan natin ngayon, we're gonna talk about the performance of Shakur Stevenson's fight against Robson Conceicao. I know some of you guys, actually a lot of you guys from the Philippines think that Robson Conceicao got something to show against Shakur Stevenson. But we never saw that. It was the Shakur Stevenson show. Di ba? Parang talagang sa kanya yung laban na yon. At kaya naman medyo medyo yung iba medyo na sa bandang huli medyo naboboard sila kasi gusto nila ng knockout pero hindi natin nakita, no? Hindi natin nakita kasi matibay talaga yung Conceicao. Olympian yan natural lang magaling yung bata na yan. So yan pag-uusapan natin. Ano ba yung nangyari? So I'll break it down to you guys from what I saw because I was commentating on that one. Also, let's talk about, and I'm inviting you to discuss this. Sino ba yung magandang next fight niya? Kasi baka hindi mo alam he's moving up. Well, not only he's moving up in rankings, but he's really moving up literally kasi he's moving up to 135, but he lost his belt. Let's talk about this. Let me do a 1-minute countdown. Diyan lang kayo. Huwag kayong aalis. Pag-usapan natin to. Thank you so much. Pow Salud, Powcast Sports. Are you ready? I'm ready. Cheers, guys. Woo. Ilang ganito, ilang set? Powcast Sports. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Magandang gabi po Pilipinas, Pow Salud, Powcast Sports. Ngayong gabi po pag-uusapan po natin ang napakatinding performance ni Shakur Stevenson, aka why you call this guy Shakira, man? Why you call him this guy Shakira? He's very good. Totoo naman magaling, di ba? But shout out muna kay Xlahanon at saka si Stevenson na sarapan sa lechon. Yum 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 kasi. Wait ko po yan. Bobby Oswenko, shout out at sa 40 pa lang na nakatambay ngayon. 40 na kayo guys ha. Siguro nanonood pa yung iba doon sa in-update ko kanina kasi po kanina, no? I just wanted to say, no? That live kagad ako kasi gusto ko ng breaking news yun So gusto ko kagad ihatid sa inyo ang balita at sa kung kayo nahuhuli sa balita kanina lamang po ay naglabas po ng naglabas ng picture itong si Manny Pacquiao. At sino yung kasama niya sa picture? Sino sa tingin mo? Sino? Baka hindi mo pa kasi alam. Babanggitin ko lang ngayon, ha? Babanggitin ko lang ng mabilis bago tayo magsimula doon sa, alam mo na, yung Shakur Stevenson. Okay? Okay, papakita ko lang. Kasi na-excite ako dito Biglang na-excite ako Oh, don't play us like this, Manny. Come on, sir. Come on. Let's make it happen. Manny Pacquiao. Ayan po ang kanyang Facebook page. At scroll down natin. Naku, ayan, nakitang-kita mo na kagad, oh. Who's that guy? Who's that guy? Is that Floyd Mayweather? Is that you, Floyd? Why are you with Manny? Why are you with money, man? Why are you with Manny? Money, Manny. They're galing sila sa Japan. Or nasa Japan pa bala? Nasa Japan pa kayo, di ba? Tawag nga, Floyd! Hey, Floyd, what's up, money? What man is doing it there? Lasing na yata ako. Anyway, guys. Just having fun, huh? Hope you guys having a great time. Nakalagay na po dyan yung link para to join. We're gonna talk about Shakur Stevenson. But just to let you know, that fight could happen. I'm not joking. That fight could happen. Exhibition or not, that fight could happen. But that's not what we're here for. Come on, guys. Wag niyong ibahin yung usapan. Iniiba niyo eh. Ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon ay yung matindi po na ginawa nito ni Shakur Stevenson dito kay Robson Conceicao ng Brazil. Bakit? Why you do that to Robson? No, why you do that to Robson, man? So, yan na, by the end. Hola. By the end of the day, self-discipline is very important, but if the team already transitioning to move up, he didn't lose the speed and performance is still there. I think they should more opportunity. Baji 2.2. Come on, Baji. Let's do this. Money. Badong. Yan na. Ayaw ko na yung mga ganyang pinag-aaway na naman kami eh. They're both money. Yes, sir. Let's talk boxing. By the way, I just wanted to let you know that ito po yung website ko. You can buy Powcast merch. Pumili na kayo ng Powcast merch sa Shopee. Meron sa Shopee yan, ha? Click nyo lang. Nasa search po yan sa Shopee. Islahan, pasok ko naman dito. Oh. Shakur Stevenson, Robson Conceicao. Bakit live commentary? Wag yan. Yan, napunta tuloy sa Shopee. Let's click this one. Basahin ko lang na mabilis. Total press release naman ito. Oh yeah. Before that, bago yan, hindi, basahin ko muna. No? Basahin ko ba muna? Basahin muna natin. Ayan po, tindi talaga nito ni Shakur. Actually, sa personal ko pong nakita, talaga namang parang Shakur was faster. Robson Conceicao, hindi talaga siya makapasok. Talagang walang nagawa eh. Yung Olympian, talagang binax lang at maganda po kapag ka-boxing ng Olympian ng ni Shakur Stevenson dito kay Robson Conceicao. Wala talaga, parang no match. And at least tama po yung mga odds maker because the odds maker has put this like way sobrang taas po ng diferensya. Naniniwala ba kayo doon na ganun kataas? Ngayon, nakita nyo na, no? Na talagang matindi. So, basahin muna natin ito, ha? New York, New Jersey, September 23. Shakur Stevenson lost his junior lightweight world titles on the scale Thursday afternoon. He wasn't about to lose the fight. Stevenson bested Robson Conceicao by 12 rounds unanimous decision with the score of 117-109 times 2 and 118-108 in front of 10,107 fans Friday evening at the Prudential Center, the largest crowd ever to attend a boxing event at the arena. Stevenson, 19 wins, with 9 knockouts, landed a career high of 199 punches, including a body shot that knocked down in the 4th round. He stunned Conceicao, 17 wins with 2 defeats and 8 knockouts in the 6th, but the Brazilian challenger hung on tough. Stevenson had a point deducted by referee David Fields for his tossing Conceicao in the 9th round. So let me continue to read this one. After an auspicious night, Stevenson closed the show in pound-per-pound form, winning the final 3 rounds of all 3 judges' cards after missing weight by 1.6 pounds the previous day. Stevenson will now begin his lightweight journey. Undisputed champ Devin Haney sits top at the 135 pounds heap with big names like Vasiliy, Lomachenko also in play. And sabi niya dito, I had a long week. I killed myself to make weight, and all I want to do is come in here and perform. I did everything I could to do that, Stevenson said. I'm just a dominating individual with me versus him. The ref, I did everything I could to try and beat Conceicao as much as I could. He held me the whole night, but I did everything. Okay, so babasahin ko na sa inyo. So, ang pagkatapos nito ay in-interview po si Shakur Stevenson, and during that interview, he was asked kung sino daw ang kanyang type na gustong next na makalaban. At ang sinabi niya dito ay parang kasi kaibigan niya si Devin Haney, no? Kaibigan niya si Devin Haney. So but Devin Haney is the champ. Devin Haney is the next guy. So minention niya si Devin Haney. Sabi niya, Devin Haney, if we need to make it happen, we need to make it happen. And that's just business, guys. That's just business. But that's his friend, no? Islahanon, that's his friend. I think if that fight happens, and that's one of the main options, but I just don't see that happening right away. I don't see that happening right away. And let me tell you why I don't see that happening right away in a while, okay? But let me just give you the options that we got right here. Let me just give it. Did I put a poll? Tingnan ko nga, may poll ba tayo? Nilagay ko ba yung poll? Wala akong nilagay. Pero naggawa ako ng poll sa YouTube, and nilagay ko dun yung mga options. And on that options, that includes, of course, Devin Haney, which garnered, let me see the percentage, a 22% vote. Vasiliy Lomachenko is also part of the options kasi si Vasiliy Lomachenko binanggit po yan ni Devin Haney. Binanggit niya yan. Binanggit po ni Shakur Stevenson itong si Vasiliy Lomachenko. Of course, syempre, kung ako naman din, hahabulin ko na si Vasiliy Lomachenko bago pa siya mag-retire. So, I think that's good too. But also, I don't see that happening right away. Okay? But it could happen. Again, it could happen. Gervonta Davis, 12%. 12%. Okay. Anything can happen. Ryan Garcia, it could happen, but I'm seeing Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia finally getting at each other. Hopefully that happens. Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis. Now, there's one guy in the lightweight, that a lot of you guys voted here in the Philippines, and for some reason, Pitbull Cruz is one of the favorite boxers of the Philippines that's not Filipino. Why do Filipinos love Pitbull Cruz? Okay, so let me ask you this. Are there any other non-Filipino boxers that you're rooting for? But this guy, Pitbull Cruz, has a lot of followings. Pitbull Cruz is a lightweight. He's a small guy for a lightweight, but, don't let that fool you because pinahirapan nga niyan si Gervonta Davis. Now, the reason I'm telling you this, and let me just make sure I have... Has a lot of followings. Okay, medyo malakas pala yung boses ko, no? Okay. Okay. So, kaya ako sinabi ito, let me just be realistic about the options of Shakur Stevenson in his entry to the lightweight division, to the 135, because I don't know. I don't think he will get a crack right away of the world title, none unless mag-promote yung kanyang promoter, but it doesn't make sense. He needs to be ranked first. So I don't know what kind of ranking he will get from the sanctioning bodies I don't know what type of ranking. No? That's natural cause is under MP promotion. Besides, we now consider him as one of our own. Samuel, okay. You're talking about Pitbull Cruz. But I don't think a Devin Haney fight, a Gervonta Davis fight, a Vasiliy Lomachenko fight, Ryan Garcia would happen right away. It's not gonna happen right away. So Gervonta Davis at least needs to fight one more fight from a ranked fighter in the lightweight division for him to get an opportunity to fight the champion. And Devin Haney is the undisputed champion. Again, Islahano saying Haney is better than Loma. But Shakur, is he better than Haney? I miss you, Islahanon. Okay, so let me tell you this. And that's why it makes a lot of sense. Now, it's very possible that Isaac Cruz could be that guy. But actually it's good. And let me tell you this. I think it's very intriguing if Isaac Cruz and Shakur Stevenson's fight, because I don't think magagalit kayo sa akin pero I think Shakur Stevenson will beat Isaac Cruz. I think Shakur Stevenson will beat Isaac Cruz. Let me repeat that again, because of the boxing skills. I think Shakur Stevenson has a great chance to anyone rank in the 135. No? In the 135. But Isaac Cruz, I know he's aggressive, I know he's good, but I think Shakur Stevenson beat this guy. Agree, disagree. Ito yung mga gusto ko, yung may mga magdi-disagree sa akin dahil maraming Pitbull Cruz fans Kala ko naman mahirapan si Shakur, walk in the park pala. Kanina, may mga nagcha-challenge pa sa akin na magpapakalbo do ako. Sabi ko, wag na, sayang lang kasi Shakur Stevenson yan. Shakur Stevenson, grabe nga yung mga ads no? Pag ganun kalayo yung ads, parang ang hirap talagang manalo, parang suntok talaga sa buwan. Baka suntok sa Pluto, ganun kalayo. No? Ganun kalayo. Ice Master, matalo man yan, pero bakbakan yun. And this is why, while it's exciting, I do not think MP Promotion will make this fight happen. It doesn't make sense because Isaac Cruz is already number 2. Sir Pow, will height be a factor considering maliit si Pitbull sa 135? Definitely, man. Definitely height is a factor. Kaya nga maganda rin yung mga matchup ni Isaac Cruz kina Gervonta. Hindi naman siya malaki. But pag nakalaban niya medyo mahaba sa division niyan, it could be, especially if the boxer is a boxer. You know what I'm saying, Islahanon? If the boxer is a boxer na talagang will use his footwork, will not engage with you. And Isaac Cruz, alam natin, yung kay Gervonta Davis, muntik na, pero ginamitan din siya ng footwork ni Gervonta Davis doon. And that's why he lost that fight. Kung naipagsabay si Gervonta, delikado siya. Just a real talk, guys. Just a real talk. I mean, a lot of you guys, siguro, gusto kong gawan ito ng isang opinion na separately, but I don't think mananalo si Isaac Cruz kay Shakur Stevenson. And that's just my opinion, guys. But tell me otherwise if you think mananalo. So, I think maganda makalaban ni Shakur Stevenson is that yung mga nakarang din. Let's just say, for example, because I don't expect Devin Haney to lose to George Kambosos. I don't expect, but I would like to see a very good fight in Australia. And I think George Kambosos wants this more. And I think he has a chance. But just in case he fell short again with Devin Haney, I think George Kambosos, Shakur Stevenson would be a good fight. And it's a name fighter. Is a name fighter. I think the other guys that I would like to see, maybe a guy like William Cepeda, who else? Ryan Garcia, no man. I don't think that makes sense. I don't think that makes sense. Pag matalo lang. Pag matalo kasi Cambosos rock and roll din lumaban nito, man. Cambosos no, man. Pag natalo si Cambosos, labanan siya ni Shakur. Kayang-kaya ni Shakur 'yan. Contrapelo style matatalo via decision. Malina pa sa tubig ng Maynila, Boss Pau. Isaac will lose to Shakur. Niyan ako. Pwede Cambosos, Stevenson. Pag matalo, no? Kasi magaling naman si yan. Any Elite 135 beats Isaac. Overhype lang siguro sa performance against an injured Davis, but even in a rematch, I see Davis winning again. I want to see Cambosos versus Pitbull. There you go. That is why, if you say, kung naisip niyo yung ginagawa ko dito, I mean, I know that Isaac is good, and I also know that Shakur Stevenson is good. Now, if I'm going up for the very first time and I'm fighting in a division that I am not usually fighting, 135, 5 pounds higher than my usual division, I will try to match my guy against a guy who is tailor-made for me. Against a guy who would maybe brawl? No? Maybe who's not who I believe is not as good in boxing, because Shakur Stevenson is a better version. Okay. Shakur Stevenson, I think, is a better version of Devin Haney. That's just from me. Marty, that's what I'm saying, man. Shakur Stevenson should not go straight to the Lions of 135. Should not go straight to the Lions at 135. He should just go ahead and slay someone there at the 135 before he get too excited fighting Devin Haney. Man, it's good na hinamon niya, no? It's good na hamunin niya kagad yung mga malalaki. Siyempre, sabi ko nga, no, kung ikaw boksingero, maghahamon ka na lang din, yung hamunin mo yung mga sikat. Siyempre, para saan pa yung paghahamon mo? Di ba? Nagmamarket ka, huwag ka na lang maghamon. No doubt, may power si Pitbull at may panga, pero outclass yan against Shaq and Haney. Agree. Yan. That's what I'm saying. So, it makes sense for Shakur Stevenson to fight Isaac Cruz, who just recently won, but Isaac Cruz is number 2. Now, the question is, will Isaac Cruz, kumbaga, risk it? Exactly, man. They won't match Cruz to an outboxer because this guy is gonna be schooled. Marty, exciting yan. Oy, bayis na nun. And that's Cambosos. Agree, sir. Yun lang, sinasabi ko. So, I'm just giving you the two sides of the story if it happens. But, kung sino mas magaling mag-manage, kung si Shakur Stevenson, di, doon na lang tayo sa muna. Sa, I think kakayanin niya para at least ma-feel lang muna ni Shakur Stevenson, I'm here at 135 and I beat someone with a name. I beat someone that's good, but not really the top class of the 135. Rolly Romero could be an interesting prospect as well. Agree? Salute, Mr. Powcast Sports. Mr. Marty, mayang gabi. Nes, this fight earlier wasn't even impressive for his talent. Oh, come on, Marty. You talking about Shakur? You're talking about come on, man. I mean, he did what he needed to do, but Conceicao is really a tough guy. I mean, but Conceicao was getting slower and slower as the round goes by. His overhand right was the only thing that was really working for him in the early rounds. It became sloppy. He became slow. And he was supposed to be the aggressor, but that didn't happen. It was still Shakur Stevenson who's engaging, and Shakur Stevenson has the snappier punch. And you can see that Shakur Stevenson was really mature, because he's not overextending or overcommitting. Hindi siya basta-basta lang na nagpapapasok. Lol, Shakur, low blow BS. Dude, come on, let's be real. As of now, I think Shakur is way overrated. With all due respect, you better come on, man, and debate with me here. Walang masyadong tao. Kailangan natin ito painitin. 26-30, 36 lang ang tao natin ngayon. Oy, share naman tayo dyan. 14 lang yung naka-likes. Tingnan ko muna yung mga nag-guard. Si Jong Dugong Joralan. Salamat. Siguro mas marami pa kung tinuloy ko na lang yung yung Pacquiao versus Mayweather. Kasi maganda yung chismis eh. This one, medyo a little bit technical tayo. Stevenson had a chance to stop Conceicao sa 6, yet he played it safe, which is also a good game plan. I almost saw a young Floyd. That's what I'm talking about. He's overrated. Even Mr. Atlas see that. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, let me ask you this. Garcia versus Stevenson na agad. Mahirap yan. Garcia, hindi rin this. Okay, quick question. Mga kumpadre, mga kapangkas, mga kaboxing dyan, mga kaibigan ko, ha? Who's better, Haney or Stevenson? Skills. Let's talk about skills. Let's talk about our perception sa kanilang skills. Who is a better boxer? Let me be specific with my question. Who is the better boxer? Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney? Sagot. May ibubuga yung kalaban ni Stevenson. Sabi ni Ice Master Stevenson, a 2-division champ and a unified champ isn't over it. Tell that to Ryan Garcia. Mas naasar ako kay Stevenson lagi nakatawa na asar. Lol, Haney is Floyd hugs. I got Shakur. So I'm waiting for Marty here. So who's better? And you still think na nag-ano lang ako dito ng konti kasi maganda yung mga mga Kenny Bayless style at saka yung mga tag dito yung mga style na medyo overacting ito. And you still think Haney ako. Haney, okay. Stevenson boxer with power, better boxer Haney, better technical Haney. And you think Shakur Stevenson is overrated. You think Shakur Stevenson is overrated. Shakur Navarrete. Better box. And dito tayo magkakaiba ng Sabi dito, better technical si Stevenson daw. So, I would say it like this, no? Haney and Shakur Stevenson are both good boxers. They both have the Floyd Mayweather in them, but Shakur Stevenson, I think, is the more exciting fighter than the two. Si Devin Haney talaga, most of the time, yung mga sinasabi nila, he will lull you to sleep and he will beat you to sleep because of how good of a boxer he is, no? Because of how good of a boxer he is. It's not his fault because he's that good. But I think Shakur Stevenson has more appeal than Devin Haney. At least for me. From my point of view, I think Shakur Stevenson has more appeal. And I would agree to some of you that would say that Devin Haney is probably the better boxer between the two. But it doesn't mean that Shakur Stevenson cannot beat him. I think I'm picking Shakur Stevenson over Devin Haney. Para lang against ako sa inyo. Haney. Pero yung mga nag-Haney dyan, sana naman din yung inasar si Haney because Haney is really boxer style eh. Both good boxer. May mga nagsasabi na nga na Devin Haney is just nung una binigyan lang yan ng envelope kaya naging champion. Buti at least natalo niya ngayon si Cambosos. Haney is more boring than Shakur. Fact, but both overrated. Both overrated. So, here's the question. Ibahin ko yung question ko Kung overrated ang WBC, WBA, IBF, WBO champion Nes Mendoza, then who is the best 135-pounder in the world today? In the world today, who is the greatest 135? And don't tell me it's Ryan Garcia, because I'm gonna quit this live right now. Alam mo, gusto kong gawin to minsan gusto kong gawin to sa Philippine boxing. Yung medyo may mga banatan kaso alam mo, mga sensitive tayo dito. I mean, banatan lang, just for fun, just for objective way, kung sino talaga yung pinakamagaling. Kasi may mga ganito rin tayo na mga overrated boxers Meron din tayo dito mga overrated boxers. Pero kasi dito marami tayong kaway dito. Pero sa Amerika, okay lang. Stevenson, parang Crawford gumalaw. Money-wise, Shakur. Better boxer, Haney. Lomachenko pa rin. Don't tell me Ryan Garcia. Come on. I want to see Shakur fight guys who's as big as he is. That's why he's moving up to 135. Nalilito ako sa kanila, boss. Haney, Shakur, Pitbull, Lomachenko, Garcia, Tank Davis. Bakit naging top 1 kagad? Saan mo nakita yung top 1? Saan mo nakita? What ranking are you talking about, man? Pinoy boxing fans, what ranking are you talking about? Loma, obviously it's Haney's title-wise. I mean, let's forget about the title. Kick the title out of the way. Who's the best? Lomachenko. Lomachenko, hindi ba past prime na si Lomachenko? Are you sure? Are you sure? May mga nagagalit na. I mean, we're just making it fun. Loma, 135 best is Loma. Best 135 Loma pa rin. Sa Boxrec po. Alam niya si Boxrec lightweight number 1 na kagad si Shakur Stevenson daw. Ang lightweight number 1 si Shakur Stevenson. Ako'y hindi maniwala Ako'y hindi maniwala. Kaya i-check ko yan. Ang number 1 ay nako. Aba, matindi to Tingnan natin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, bang, bang, bang. Boom. Number 1, Shakur Stevenson, number 1 sa Boxrec. Aba, malakas na Shakur Stevenson sa Boxrec Asa si Lomachenko dyan? Number 5 lang si Lomachenko. Number 2 si Gervonta Davis. Number 3 si Devin Haney. Number 4 si Cambosos. Number 5 si Vasiliy Lomachenko. Cruz number 6. Jojo Diaz number 7. Si Gustavo na hindi ko kilala. Si Jeremiah. Ay nako. Oo nga pare. Number 1 Shakur versus Haney. Magandang laban. Hindi mangyari kagad yan, guys. Sira, biruin mo. Kakaakyat na lang ng 135 ni Shakur. Explain ko lang muna dito Pinoy boxing fans. Yung ranking po ng Boxrec, hindi naman niya sinusunod ng sanctioning body. So hindi po yan ang basihan kung makakalaban ang isang boksingero sa champion kagad. Ang basihan po ay yung ranking mismo ng sanctioning body ng WBC, WBA, WBO, and IBF. Pero ito pong Boxrec na rating na ito ay it's just based on statistics na kumbaga based sa tingin ni Boxrec na quality. Very objective ito. Kaya ako medyo naniniwala ako dito. Shakur Stevenson number 1. Gervonta Davis number 2. Anak ko naman, kawawa naman si Devin Haney kahit may nasa kanya lahat ng belt. Shakur versus Haney. Oy, teka. It's me, Sir Pow. Wala munang cam. Naglinis ako ng kwarto. Is it really you, Marty? Is it really you? So, bigyan kita ng quiz, Marty, kung ikaw talaga yan, bibigyan kita ng quiz. Isang tanong lang para sure lang ako na ikaw talaga yan. Kung ayaw magpakita ng cam, kahit sa backstage, ang tanong, anong trabaho mo, Marty? I just wanna make sure na ikaw. Ikaw yan siguro, no? Anong trabaho mo, Marty? Oh, yan. Ikaw nga yan. Marty kasi, ba't tayo magpakita ng mukha?
Naglilinis ako ng kwarto mo, dumi dito masyado.
Ayan,
Wala akong t-shirt din. It's so hot. By the way, eto lang, I just want to make a very, very quick point. But also, Pow, I'm glad to be back here again.
I'm glad you're back too.
With all due respect to Shakur Stevenson, by the way, I like the guy. Pero, you know, the statement, he's the next Floyd Mayweather, dun ako na ano eh. You know, I cringe a little bit. You know what I'm gonna tell you guys? As of now, he's a Floyd Mayweather knockoff. Okay? He's like an Apple
Floyd?
knockoff. He's like a Vivo. He's like a Huawei. Okay, no. He's a Vivo. As of now. Guys, you have to understand. Okay, going back. Who can I compare to Shakur Stevenson? Okay, we had Adrian Broner, right? He went in and destroyed everybody. Tapos, he met somebody who actually gave him troubles. But, you know, okay, it's far off naman eh. Stevenson is a different character. But what I'm saying is it's too soon for that. It's too soon na sasabihin natin na he's the next Floyd Mayweather Jr. You know? Honestly, kung if I could actually find somebody who I can compare at least close to Floyd, at least the way they fight. Maybe a slicker boxer, ganyan. That would be Devin Haney. I think. That's just an opinion. I don't know, man. I just think that it's way too soon for that. It's way too soon. And can you guys, were you even parang impressed by his fight earlier? We all knew he was gonna do that, and even better than that. We thought that he would have finished the fight earlier. And he was heavier, by the way. Didn't even bother to take off his clothes kahit na may takip. And that I found that somehow a little bit, I don't know, man, that it's too soon.
He said sorry already, man. He said sorry already.
Oo, nagsorry nga siya. Pero, you know, the effort of just like taking off your clothes, it's normal in boxing. You know, try a little bit harder. Pero, you know, as you can see his body, he was very shredded and skinny. There was nothing more to squeeze naman eh. So, I'm just saying that, you know, other fighters in different combat sports would actually at least try, you know, just for showing off in front of the camera, you know.
Okay.
Kahit anong, diba? Okay, look what I'm doing. I'm actually doing this. You know, maybe the underwear could weigh a little bit of, you know, maybe a few
1.6.
Oh, diba? Who knows?
Okay.
And props to I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Conceicao.
Oh, yeah.
Props to
him. He really gave his all. Kahit na ano. Pero the belts were left vacant, right? Kasi nanalo si Stevenson eh.
Yes,
right?
Sir.
They were left
That's
vacant.
too bad.
How many belts did he held out?
2 belts. Two
Okay.
belts.
Okay. Now finally he's gonna go up in weight. I'm just saying, you know, just feed him to the lines right away. You know, he's a big talker. You know, that loud mouth needs to be spanked. Honestly.
That's what you're saying, man. That is what the fans wanted to see, but it's not gonna happen.
Honestly, sinong gusto mong makaaway niya at 135? At least, you know, top 10, you know?
Yeah, you want me to talk like a manager or as a fan?
As a fan.
As a fan. Okay. But I was also talking about realistically, because to be honest with you, Shakur Stevenson, still a young dude, the promoter is not going to feed him right away to the Lions, not to Devin Haney right away, not to Gervonta Davis, not to Vasiliy Lomachenko. So I would rather see him against an Isaac Cruz, maybe. That's very interesting.
That's a lion.
Especially I'm sorry?
That's a lion. Isaac Cruz is, I think,
but that style is no good against Shakur.
Yeah,
Shakur. So he will make Shakur Stevenson even a much more better boxer.
Oo nga, you know, stellar boxing. Pero, you know, I'm just saying that si Isaac Cruz kasi is, you know, has the parang kahunas ba to actually take those punches and just launch in, you know, maybe smother this guy and parang Maidana style. And he's, you know, he's a very short, compact guy that really fights well in the inside. And I think, you know, maybe the volume punching a little bit, the pressure could parang disrupt Shakur's parang game plan.
But that's very interesting. It doesn't look like it was a given fight. So that's what I'm saying. And Isaac Cruz is ranked So if he wants to get to the top right away, he couldn't get to the belts right away because it's just his first time at the 135. So that's kind of unfair for the others who's already ranked. So if he beat Isaac Cruz, who's already number 2, then maybe he gets a crack at the belt in his second fight at 135. One other thing is maybe Jojo Diaz or Rolly Romero, those guys that has name. Yeah.
You said George Gambosos. You want to see him fight
George Gambosos as well if he loses to Devin Haney.
Dude, I think Gambosos is ranked higher than Isaac Cruz, right? Does the ranking really matter to you, Pow?
I'm sorry?
Does the ranking matter to you if the guy's number 2 or number 3? Or, it's interesting to see a number 5 guy fight a number 2 guy or number 3 guy, right? Sometimes
it matters when you're thinking about that boxer looking for a belt. It matters because the other guys doesn't have really a direct story with Shakur Stevenson. So what's the reason for them fighting? It's just a regular fight. So that is why you fight ranked fighters based on the belt that you're targeting.
Yeah, I understand. Pero I'm asking, would that matter? Stylistically, would that matter in the real actual fight? Let's put the belts on the side.
No,
it does not, diba? Di naman.
Does not.
Let's be honest. Some fighters are given the belts. I'm not saying given. Sometimes they end up fighting the right person, the right boxers at the right time. Competition wise, it's actually a little bit more easier. The easier path, which they had the belts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's why it's boxing isn't just about the boxers, man. A lot of boxers, especially these days, even in the U.S., most of them, not a lot of you guys term it as overrated. I would call some of the boxer well matched.
Mm-hmm.
So which means the matchmaker doing a good job in matching them to a boxer that they can beat, that can highlight their full potential. But we already know that even if that boxer is ranked, that the A fighter is gonna win. So look at Ryan Garcia. Look at Terence Crawford when he was going up. Even Manny Pacquiao was matched to a guy at least when he was going up, when he started with top rank. So I think a lot of these guys, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, they were also meant to look good, but there will come a time that they'll be matched to a guy that's contrapelo, like Juan Manuel Marquez when he fought Manny Pacquiao, and
but
he just couldn't win.
Manny Pacquiao's way too different. But let's be honest here. Manny Pacquiao, a lot of people were actually doubting the guy. He asked for Barrera, and this was a guy who had 2 jabs and a left
Yes,
hand,
back then, yeah.
So that's different. This is different. It's not predictable. A lot of people were, parang the odds were against Manny Pacquiao. But in this case, if you look at Cruz, I don't know, man, because yung ano ko, sometimes I don't really, I'm not an analyst, I don't think that deep. Sometimes ginagamit ko yung puso ko sa pagpipili ng boxers. I like looking at the underdogs, and I like looking forward towards their chances if they win. The last fight actually, that Isaac has was a blowout. Pero gusto kong i-base yung away niya against Gervonta Davis.
Yep.
He was a replacement during that time, and I do believe that if he was given a chance to prepare, really, I think he would have done a better job. And even Gervonta Davis said that was the toughest competition he has ever faced. See Isaac Cruz.
Mm-hmm.
And Isaac Cruz won his last fight, and Gervonta was saying no, not now. The rematch, not now. Hindi ngayon. Let's be honest, he's a harder fight.
You like Isaac?
I do. I think so. Yeah.
And do you think Isaac would win against Shakur Stevenson?
I honestly, skill-wise, yes, Haney is better, but I don't know how he's gonna do when it comes to that weight, 135. First fight niya, Isaac Cruz is obviously a little bit maybe he's used to that weight.
But But Isaac is really a small fighter.
Yeah, he's small. He's small.
A lot
Pero he
small.
hasn't
I
fought
mean, Shakur is
anybody
5'7". I think Isaac is just 5'4".
Oh, yes, yes. Yeah. And so was Rahman, what is the guy's name? Rahman when he knocked out Lennox Lewis. He's a way shorter guy.
Yeah, but still.
Sometimes the height is, the height can.
Sometimes
the
the height doesn't matter. I understand.
It's
But
how Mike Tyson was a very compact, short-armed guy. The peekaboo style he was very quick, and he was able to do those things. I'm saying that everybody has a chance to get a crack. It takes one punch nga, sabi nga nila. But
yeah,
nothing
if
against
you can
Shakur,
hit
man.
Shakur
He's
Stevenson, you were not impressed in the fight of Shakur Stevenson earlier, but
Yeah,
did you
but-
see the stats?
Okay, I know that. Eto lang,
Did you see
because
how
when
much
I was watching
he
the
got
fight-
hit?
Yes, I know. But when I was watching the fight, I was looking at comments as well. Oh, the next Floyd Mayweather. And a little bit that irks me a little bit because.
Yeah, and that's
the
the
guy
problem,
is
man, because you're looking at him as Floyd Mayweather. He is not Floyd Mayweather.
No,
But if you look-
hindi nga. The people the people, the fans, the fans.
And that, because of that, you were not satisfied. Why were you not satisfied? I mean, Robson was missing a lot of shots, man.
That's very true. But we all know that Robson was gonna lose,
Yes.
even before this fight was made.
Not according to the a lot of people that has been watching, because I've even David here, even a lot of people, a lot of you guys, a lot of Filipino fans think that may chance itong si Robson because he's an Olympian. He has only one defeat, and everyone was saying Oscar Valdez. Although I've already said that Oscar Valdez is not Shakur Stevenson. Oscar Valdez is a come forward boxer. He will fight with you, but Shakur Stevenson, it has a different style. Although it was actually more aggressive than Robson Conceicao in the fight.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I'm just saying. For me, I think I was impressed because I think he was very smart. I think he did not overextend it. He didn't push it to a knockout. Although I know a lot of people are expecting him to do that. He did knock him down, and he had that opportunity.
That was not a knockdown.
It was a body shot, man. Initially, I thought it wasn't, but it was a body shot.
Okay.
Initially, I thought it wasn't a body shot, but they replayed it, and Robson was getting hurt. He was backing up. Well, in fact, he should be the one moving forward.
Okay. I like Shakur. Don't get me wrong. I like Shakur. I'm
No,
just saying
okay.
that, yung mga label niyan, it's just way too soon. It's just way too soon. I wanna see him swim with the sharks in there. Let's do 135. Okay. Let's do 135 and let's see how he's gonna do with Isaac Cruz. Even Diaz Jr. Let's see that. Let's see that. Diba? He was asking for it. Siya naman ang mahirap. He himself actually said that he can no longer make 135. I mean 130,
Yeah.
right?
130.
135 na talaga. He's having a hard time. Okay. So let's see 135. Let's go with Isaac Cruz. I think that's gonna be a tailor-made fight for him. It's going to be tough because the guy is just, sinasabi ko nga, he's very relentless. He's gonna go in there. I'm gonna be surprised if. I'm not gonna say anything because it's going to be a bold statement. Pero I'm
It's okay,
saying that
man.
I will be surprised if Shakur will win against Isaac Cruz.
Oh my God! Really? Can you say that again?
Dude, the guy has a pillow in his hands. It's gonna take only a matter of time until Isaac Cruz catches Stevenson.
I'm sorry,
I'm making
man.
bold statements, pero
I'm sorry.
it happens. This is just how I feel, and this is just how I see the fight.
Do you think Isaac Cruz is a better boxer than Robson Conceicao?
No, pero they're not the same.
So how are you're thinking that Isaac Cruz would be able to hit?
I'm just saying that Isaac Cruz will do a lot better when it comes to like cutting the ring, and this.
You
is going
think
to be
Isaac Cruz is better than Oscar Valdez?
I'm not saying that. I'm not
So, but
saying
that is what's implying because he's gonna hit. And Oscar Valdez undefeated when he got beat by Shakur Stevenson.
Styles makes fights. Styles makes fight. Yeah.
Exactly. And Oscar Valdez is like Isaac Cruz.
On a different weight class.
Yeah, and he's shorter
Okay.
too.
But on a different weight class, a different person. Right? And you have to look at Isaac Cruz. Better. Would you agree if I say better opposition?
I don't agree with you.
Really?
Yes, I
Better.
don't agree with you because I think Isaac Cruz is
I think
good,
that one,
but
that
I
one
don't think
fight that he lost
he.
against, I think that
Sige.
one fight that he lost against Gervonta Tank Davis is kahit ng isang fight na yun, even he lost, but he was very impressive. That for me is enough to say that he has chance. He has a chance. He's a big chance of winning against Shakur Stevenson. Yeah.
We were all talking about hype, getting hype, and I will make a bold statement. I think right now Isaac Cruz is overhyped.
Okay, you can say that too. You can say that too.
Well, I mean,
disagree. I
You
disagree.
can disagree, but I mean, look at
Oo.
this. Look at this. Let me show you something.
Kung sino mas overhyped sa kanila, it's Shakur Stevenson, the next Floyd Mayweather, Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
But look
Isaac
at this,
was
man.
only known when he fought against Gervonta Tank Davis. It was a blessing
Okay.
in disguise that this guy was a replacement. Diba?
Yeah,
Kaya nga
yeah.
was- Oo.
But look at this. Look at this. Isaac Cruz. Who did he fight?
7 bouts.
Who
yes.
did he fight, man?
Dude, do you remember Carlos Baldomir? Pow,
Yes.
Carlos Baldomir was a journeyman, diba? He fought, he defeated Arturo Gatti. He defeated Zab Judah. He defeated, who's this? No, I forgot his name.
See.
I'm just saying that, maybe I'm just being biased. I'm looking for reasons. Pero in
And that's
boxing,
okay.
it's been proven over and over, diba? It's
That's
been
why.
proven over and over. Na you could never really count out, a guy. Kahit na nung nilaban ni, the old version of Morales when he was fighting Cesar Cano, right? Everybody was
Okay.
cheering for Cesar Cano. Remember that?
Okay.
They're younger, really, parang ano siya eh.
Okay.
He wasn't really parang the next he didn't have that parang superstar quality, but everybody was pampering him up, right? And they gave Morales no chance. Okay, because Morales was slow. He was older as well. I'm just saying that anything can happen.
I'm-
Pow, I'm gonna bet against you. Okay, if this
Yes,
fight happens.
that's what I want. That's what I want. I
Okay.
want someone to talk to me today that's gonna be contradicting to. Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna say this. Okay,
Okay.
hand on the Bible. I'm not gonna change my opinion.
Hand in the
hope-
Bible, man. You're not the Jew.
Yes, hand on the Bible. I swear to God, I'm gonna pick
Hindi ka
Isaac
namin inuusig dito, brother, ah.
Shakur Stevenson. Okay, and if
Oh.
I lose this bet, I'm still gonna show up, and
You should,
say what I
man.
owe you, Pao. And of course,
But
I'm
you're gonna lose
make-
this bet because I'm telling if this fight happened, which unfortunately, man, this conversation that we have today, it's more of a fantasy because I don't think MP Promotion, Sean Gibbons, would probably make this fight happen because Isaac Cruz is already number 2. I mean, if he's gonna risk his
In what-
record, then just go straight to the winner of Devin Haney.
Oh my goodness, dude.
I'm just saying this, okay? Let me say this. Isaac Cruz is a brawler. He's a very aggressive guy. He punch hard, but for a guy as defensive and as good as a boxer who makes a fighter miss, I don't think he will get a
Another
chance
example,
to touch
Mildred
Shakur
Taylor
Stevenson.
against Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. Okay? He was eating punches the entire time. And then round 12 happened. I'm just saying that it only takes one shot for you to get caught on the right place. And then anything can change. Diba? That's a major possibility too. It's a major possibility that Shakur's gonna pawn his jab all the way to the fight, the entire 12 rounds, and he's gonna win. But you have to remember, this guy has, I don't want to say the anong term ha, pero he doesn't have power. He has pillow in his hands, as they say. Like a Paulie Malignaggi. He's fast, pero the flashiness and this and that. The snapping of the head. Pero if the guy is relentless, he's gonna come forward.
Yeah, well, he has a puncher's chance. That's what you're talking about.
And you're gonna get discouraged because you can't seem to destroy this guy. It's just gonna. It's a major possibility that Isaac Cruz will have his both eye closed, and God forbid, magiging another case of detached retina na naman or something like that. Is gonna be beat up, and it's going to be a TKO.
Can I irk you some more?
Just go down.
Can I irk you some more?
Okay,
and I piss you off some more? I'm just gonna. You've been given too many references about a puncher's chance, and who has the best puncher chance when he was younger, and he was the underdog than Manny Pacquiao, right?
Oh yeah.
And
Diba?
you hate the comparison of Shakur Stevenson and Floyd Mayweather, right? So let's just put it like that: Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, Pitbull versus Shakur Stevenson.
Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather, they fought very, very parang late na eh. Do you agree with that? It's way too late.
Yeah, but what happened in the fight? It became
Manny
boring,
Pacquiao
and Floyd Mayweather wins the fight.
Okay, let's.
And Pac has a better punching power than Pitbull.
But you can argue that Manny Pacquiao was, parang exit na siya. He was on his way, towards retirement during that time when they fought, and he was able to hurt Floyd Mayweather at the 6th round. And after that, he got frustrated because he was hurting his, he had cramps on his leg, right, on his corner nga, sinasabi niya.
Yeah, well, all I'm saying is that
Dude,
if we're arguing,
his corner, can you
I
flash
have
his comment? Can you flash his comment?
Which one?
Yung miracle, I forgot. I think that was in this corner.
Teach?
No. In this corner ata yun, sinabi niya, it's a miracle na parang ano.
Marty just hoping for
Okay.
miracle Cruz,
miracle,
not
bro,
a level Stevenson. Okay. Sige.
Dude, in this fight game, it takes one shot for you to win. It takes
But
one
Marty,
shot.
man,
You're
Marty,
not watching
man.
too much boxing, guys. Hindi enough yung pinapanood nyo na boxing. For real. Because if you were only to dig into boxing talaga, the older fights. No, I'm not talking about the 60s and 70s. Go through the fights that you can see on
Even the 80s, bro. But this is not the
Even the
80s and the
80s,
90s anymore, man. It's the 2020s,
shot.
man.
Diego Corrales versus... Okay, you guys know
It's
this.
the 20s, 2022s, man. The fighters are different these days.
The fighters are different, but getting caught sa isang suntok wouldn't be different.
But the argument here, brother Marty, sorry for doing this to you, man. I mean, I'm just trying to be objective, man. But I think it's true. You're wishing for a lucky punch. You're wishing for that one punch. So the odds of that against the odds of Shakur Stevenson boxing
You really like
Isaac Cruz is like maybe 90% to 10% or even lower to you because boxing skills pays the bills.
Guys, do you think see Isaac Cruz would just stand there and just take the shots? Parang ganyan. He has hands too. And do you think going in there sa fight camp niya, they wouldn't actually plan any, strategy how to get this
What else could be the plan against Shakur Stevenson than to attack Shakur?
Trainer. That's going to be in their drawing board. Sila na. They're gonna cook. Sa kanilang laboratory for that. They're gonna cook.
Man, tell me this, Marty. What else is a good plan against a boxer like Shakur? It's to be
Shakur
aggressive,
is
right?
still a baby. He's not, hindi pa siya ripe eh. He's not hinog yet.
Shakur
right now is the
Shakur
best
is just
time
1
to attack
pound
this guy.
lower
But he's
than the
gonna wake up, it's
135.
not all that, He's gonna wake up that it's not all that. He needs to get his ass beat talaga. So bad.
That's
I really
what
hope that happens.
you're
Or
speaking
anybody
from
at
the heart,
135.
man. You're speaking from the heart.
Because okay,
That's why
very
you're
true.
gonna lose, man. Because you've been
okay,
talking
yeah.
about 135. That's the first time of Shakur, and this guy is only 5'4". And Shakur Stevenson is, usually I'm sure inspiring. He fights bigger guys. It's just 1 pound higher, man.
No.
I'm sure
Okay,
he'd taken punch
yeah.
from bigger puncher than Isaac Cruz.
I just think I don't believe that is not all that in his career
Yeah.
now. Do I think that he can become better? Yes, I do. I honestly do. I just think that it's way too easy. I mean, way too early. It's
Yes.
way too early for now to call him, the next Floyd Mayweather, the next cash cow. Dude, it's way too early for that. It's way too early, and I like it when because fighters can grow a certain ego, and I saw that.
He
And
already
Shakur
has an
Stevenson-
ego. Shakur Stevenson has an ego
But
already.
when he was, going in his career earlier, he's a loudmouth. He talks a lot, pero he was nicer back then. Ito,
Yeah, that's
comment
the man. We should accept that these days that boxers, when they get bigger, when they get more money, their head goes bigger as well, and that's just a fact
But
of
he's not a
life.
Floyd Mayweather. That's all I'm saying. You
Yeah,
know?
well,
The way Floyd Mayweather fought when he was younger, at that age was
agree,
different.
man. I agree with
Oo.
you. He has a chance, but he has less chance. He's not a Floyd Mayweather. He's also gonna defeat Isaac Cruz.
Okay, that's what it,
sorry, Marty.
It's okay. And may isang comment dito, sabi ni Chris Dale Go, bro, Marty, you're obviously betting Isaac Cruz because he's being promoted by MP. Dude, I don't care which promoter they come from. I don't think that way. I don't think that way. I'm better than that. And sabi ni Isla, who's this in this corner? Don't compare this reality to gameplay. This is not career mode. Dude, I can tell you this. I know boxing more than you do.
Batay. Umakyat ka na nga
I
dito
know
in this
boxing more
corner,
than
oh.
you- For real. In this corner, I know boxing more than you do. So I don't think that way. I'm just saying that anything can happen
Yes.
in this fight. If they indeed fight in the future.
Let me tell you
Okay.
this, Marty, though. Let me tell you this. If this fight happens, I'm not gonna be surprised that if I put a poll,
Yes. of
Shakur
course,
Stevenson versus Pitbull Cruz, maraming Filipino ang magsasabi na Pitbull Cruz. Marami.
I know,
And they're
parang
hoping Pitbull
I know
Cruz
where
will
you're
win.
going. I know where you're going because most Filipinos love the underdog. That's number one. And most Filipinos, especially the casuals, they love that kind of fight. That kind of style. Na parang sugod ng sugod. They call slick boxers as boring fighters. I understand that. Yeah, but that's not where I'm coming from. Iba talaga. Okay, I'm a little bit biased. I have to admit that. And I'm a little bit parang irk nga eh. Yung sinasabi nilang, who is the next Floyd Mayweather? Is the next
Come on,
this and that."
let's just stop that
It's
reference
okay.
to the next Floyd Mayweather. It's not
Oh,
even
yeah.
the argument here because we're both in agreement that he's not Floyd Mayweather. I hope he doesn't become
Nowhere
Floyd
near
Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather. Even Haney's Even Haney is not the next Floyd Mayweather. They're just different. Floyd Mayweather is a different class. He's in a different level.
In a lot of aspects, man. In a lot of aspects. So let's just forget that. Who here thinks sa comment section na next Floyd Mayweather si Shakur is Devin Haney? Get out of here. Because Marty is gonna be more irk. And
It's
gonna be
okay.
more pissed off.
It's okay.
Because I'm already trying to piss him off.
It's okay. These are the conversations that I like, pal.
Yeah,
It's-
I'm sure you do.
parang ano pa, because it's nice. It's nice to talk about boxing this way. It's the passion. And,
Yes.
Diba? It's like parang usapan sa inuman ba?
Mm.
Is my
But
avatar there? Wala I'm just a white circle.
Well, maybe you're trying to hide yourself because nagkakaroon ka dito
I
ng
do
mga
have an
bashers eh.
I do have an avatar. Kasi,
Wait. Ba't nawala nga yung
I don't
avatar
know, I
mo
don't
dito? Nagtago yung avatar mo eh.
well, I'm not taking
Visor,
anything.
pal.
Pero I'm not taking anything towards the victory ni Shakur Stevenson. He did well, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying that he did lesser than most of us expected. Let's be honest. Let's be
Ako,
honest.
Jan, pwede
But-
tayo mag-argue. What would you want to see more from Shakur Stevenson from that fight? Because for me, it was a good performance. What did you want to see? What was missing
Okay.
from you? We think.
Good. No, it wasn't good. It was okay. It was quite okay.
Okay. Why is it
There
just
were-
okay? What was missing?
No,
What did you think
guy.
he could have done better?
He would have parang stopped him earlier.
Come
A lot of
on,
people
man.
would do that.
Come on, man. You know boxing better than that. If there's anyone that is frustrating, that did not do what was expected of him, that was Robson Conceicao. He's an Olympian. He's getting outboxed, and he was throwing haymakers in overhand punches, and that is all he can give Shakur Stevenson. For an Olympian, I think this guy is silver medalist
Both of them are
too.
Olympians, right? Silang dalawa?
I'm sorry?
Both of them are Olympians.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
So for an Olympian, he couldn't get inside. He couldn't touch, and he's a I think he's a gold medalist in 2016. So if there's anyone that I will be frustrated about, Marty, it's not Shakur Stevenson, it's Robson. Sabi niya, missing was power. I didn't think the power was missing because power
Because
wasn't even
nobody
there in the first
expected his
place.
Power. Okay, he never had power. How many
Yeah.
knockouts does he have, nga, Pao? It's not even
9,
10,
I
right?
think 9, just 9. I think just 9. Let me
In
see.
total of 20 fights. How many fights does he have again?
Here. Let me.
See? 19,
think-
19 fights in, 20 fights in. Floyd Mayweather agad. It's not even a Zab Judah, to tell you
9,
frankly.
0, 9, 9 naka.
Oh, 9, yeah.
You gotta give the guy a way to market himself. Who else would he compare himself?
It's not...
Paulie Malignaggi? Who
Pwede.
else?
Mas happy siya dun.
Huh?
It's just too
But he's
soon.
not gonna get your attention. He's not gonna get your attention for you to talk
remember
about
Andre
him.
Berto? You guys remember Andre Berto? Sa comment section.
Berto,
Andre
yes.
was actually coming up.
Mm.
He was better compared to Shakur Stevenson and at age 25.
Yeah. Mhm.
You guys understand that? Andre Berto was the next big thing. The bull. Yung, His back was like built like a tank.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
this
He
guy
looks
was
good.
strong. Okay?
He's like
And then he fought-
Pitbull Cruz too.
Yeah. But he was slicker.
Mm.
He was like, may pa, Felicia pa siya dati, di ba?
Mm.
And then he fought, who's this guy again? Yung maraming tattoos. The guy is retired now. Oh man, I forgot his name.
Andre Berto.
Yeah,
Kay,
Andre Berto
mga
fought-
anong year niya to nakalaban? Maraming tattoo.
Yeah, maraming tattoo. Louis Colazo.
Louis
Yes.
Colazo. Ay, okay.
Louis
Tagal na yan,
Colazo, also a slick boxer.
Uh-huh.
Pero, Louis Colazo was parang
Tinalo
on his
niya yun.
way. A journeyman na din si Louis Colazo, and he was very impressive. It only takes one guy. It only takes that one boxer to prove that everything that you guys thought was wrong. Yun lang sinasabi ko. And then
Yeah.
after one fight, then the next fight again, the losing streak starts to creep in. You know?
Mhm.
Yun lang. I'm not saying that I wish Shakur to lose, ha?
Yeah,
I'm
of
not
course
saying
not,
that I
man.
wish Shakur to lose. I'm just saying that you guys should back up a little bit with your Floyd Mayweather remarks, because a lot of these nicknames was given to other boxers way before. You
Mhm.
know, way before him. So, pero I'm very impressed with Shakur. Okay. I like him. I like the guy. Pero it's too early. I like Haney better compared
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Shakur. Yeah.
That's why I like Shakur better, because although Shakur could have
Because they
could
really
have
hurt, knock
pushed
out,
it.
knock a person out. Are you serious?
I'm sorry?
First thing, itong comment na to. Okay,
Shakur has the ability to hurt and knock a
Hurt,
person
yes,
out.
of course.
Shakur thinks about defense first, so even if he hurts you, he doesn't want to slip and give an opportunity to hurt him. What's your comment?
yes, he has a chance, pero he doesn't have that. Yung sinasabi mo, knock a person out. The guy has very low KO ratio. He's more of a, yeah, the sweet science. Yan siya.
Baka
Hit and
magalit
not.
sila sa atin, ha? We're not belittling anyone here. It's just a conversation.
No,
But
no, wala. I'm not. I'm saying overrated because you're comparing him to obviously one of the greatest boxers alive. Okay, at this age, hindi pa pwede, guys. It's too soon for that. You know.
I
Kaya
wanna.
okay, go ahead pa.
I also wanna tell you this. Para sa akin, Marty, every boxer, especially boxers like Shakur, even Haney, and most people baka magalit sa akin. I think all of these boxers has the capability naman to hurt because they became on top. It's just that yung style nila nga, they ought to just make sure they get the win and not go for a knockout kill. But at the early stage of their career, they've been knocking out people as well. At the latter stage, syempre yung mga nakakalaban nila matitibay din talaga. Hindi mo talaga mapababaksak. So and and that's just my perspective. Talagang as you grow old in the business, you get to fight tougher fighters, and it's gonna be harder and harder to knock out.
Yes, but
And
who are you
sometimes you
comparing
don't have
to?
that
Shakur
enough
is very
power,
young.
so you have to change your style.
Yeah, who are you comparing to? Si Shakur? He's way too young for that. At this age of his career, he should be the one that's brawling. This is the early stages of his career that he should brawl. And
What?
sinasabi na ulit ni Pernell Whitaker, come on, man. Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker is a different animal. Iba. Pero he could be better. Shakur Stevenson could be better. It's way too soon. So I'm not counting him out. Mas magalaw si Sweet Pea. And sabi ni Joey, Baklat, no. He's a very sleek fighter. Para sa akin, yung mga fighters na ganun are the ones that should be parang somehow applauded. The ones that are very, very sleek when they fight and who gets parang hit lesser. Because
I
by
need
the
you
end
to
of the
comment
day,
on this,
when
by Teach.
their career ends, it's themselves and their health. That's why si Floyd Mayweather, if you look at him right now, he has all his reflexes. Every fiber of his body is complete. Wala siyang stuttering. He is very healthy at his age. Even Manny Pacquiao, considering how many wars Manny Pacquiao has been in,
Comment on this one, on what Teach commented, man. What can you say about this?
I think we all can agree Shakur had a good chance to get a KO against Robson. I agree. Yes, dude. That's what I thought when I was watching. Shakur did not go for it. He has the mentality which is bad to some people. Okay, if you're talking about mentality like he was being safe, okay, that he could hurt the guy, yung parang, I am not
Killer
saying
instinct, doesn't have the killer instinct. He just want to
maybe,
box and win.
yeah, okay, so maybe the killer instinct, I'm gonna take that off. Okay, the killer instinct here, I'm gonna take back my statement earlier. The killer instinct here does not even count because he himself knows that he doesn't have power. His knockout ratio is not that high. Killer instinct only plays in the mind of boxers when they know that they have it, and it has been proven sa kanilang record. I know that I can actually take him out. So that's where the killer instinct comes in. But if you're a fighter who wins by decision all the time, most of your fights, you know yourself now. Okay, I can't take him out. So I'm just gonna play it. I'm gonna play my game, jab, this and that, move, slick, stick my jab.
Why do we always again the percentage ratio on BoxRec when we're looking at it here it's 47%, and most of the time we judge a boxer's power punch because of it. But I don't think it's para sa akin yes, I do that as well, but I don't think it's the basis to tell that Shakur has power or a boxer has power or not. because he was able to hurt Robson.
Yes, yeah. Oo.
So
I
for me, he has power. Now I'm gonna ask you this question: when people think about Sean Porter, people think about power. He's a brawler, maybe like an Isaac Cruz, right? Like Sean Porter is gonna knock out people. Do you agree with me or not?
Sean Porter.
Sean Porter.
Maybe at the earlier stage of his career. Pero we all know that Sean Porter, when he gets to that level of opposition na parang championship fights, he doesn't turn up. He's considered as, I'm sorry to use the term, pero he's been considered to be as a gatekeeper. And Sean Porter's knockout ratio isn't that high din naman, Pao.
That's correct. But people, when they think about it's also 47%. It's the same. But what the image of Sean Porter is like he has power. He can brawl, but his knockout is only 47%.
But Sean Porter is a different fighter. He's more of he likes to smother and his parang opponents. I think again, I don't want to use the term, but I think he's a dirty fighter, a little bit.
Yeah, the point that I'm trying to make only is that it's not the percentage, the knockout percentage, that really tells if the boxer has power, because in some ways or another, it depending on the matchup, it depending on the mentality or the style of the boxer. The matchup and the mentality or the style of the boxer. Shakur Stevenson will not go for a knockout. Devin Haney will not go for a knockout. But Manny Pacquiao, when he smells blood, and other boxer and other Mexican boxer, when they smell blood, they're really gonna go for it.
Yes,
but not Shakur.
Oo nga, pero
ano ba ibig sabihin ng baklat?
Because maybe baklat, maybe he's trying to say gay. Because every boxer know that within himself, right? Manny Pacquiao's been knocking out guys earlier at the stage of his career, di ba? So you know that you know
most prospect does.
Oh, you know that you have that in you. You have that in you. You know that you can actually take out your opponent. So that's where the killer instinct comes in, right? With the likes of Tupac Shakur and Devin Haney, they know that they don't have that. They know that they don't have that. Sometimes when let's consider this, let's put Paulie Malignaggi in that equation, because I think he's one of those categories as well. He belongs in the same category. Flashy, fast, pero doesn't have the power. But when they hurt a certain opponent, they get surprised. Oh, look at that, diba? Pero they're not careless. When they hurt an opponent, they get surprised at the same time. They don't go for it. They back it a little bit. Okay, I'm not gonna get too caught up because something might happen. Ganun yun eh. I think it plays with the psyche of the boxer as well. I think, yeah. Anyway.
Okay. Good talk, pare. Sorry, pasensya ka na at kinokontropela kita ngayong gabi kasi I just need it more exciting. And wala kang kaya ako na lang pinalaki ko na lang yung ko kasi pati yung mo wala eh. Pati yung avatar mo is not showing up eh.
Puro pawis ako. Wala pa akong t-shirt.
Pati yung avatar mo nga wala eh.
Di ko alam bakit na wala eh. Tinanggal mo ata eh.
No, I don't have the capability to do that. I just don't know.
Pero kanina meron yun eh.
Edit name, authenticate with YouTube. Wala eh. Hanggang edit mic lang ako, Kick Studio, at saka edit name lang na meron.
Earlier, meron yan. When you actually made the pictures even,
nawala.
Both cameras even, nawala yung avatar ko.
Poly 100 fighter. Not a bad influence, Floyd, too. It's a good sign na rin. At least hindi ka matandaan yung mukha mo. Pero kilala ka naman dito eh. 54 lang naman yung nanonood ngayon sa Facebook, YouTube. Medyo matumal kasi mukhang feeling ko yung Pacquiao na naman inaabangan ng ibang tao. Anyway,
Shakur Stevenson is not so much of a popular name sa mga Filipino fans. Yeah.
We'll make it popular.
Hindi masyadong kilala ng mga Filipino, hindi masyado.
Hindi kasi nga I don't know. Filipino likes the Manny Pacquiao style, exciting style,
Mexican style.
But when he get match up against Isaac Cruz, if ever that fight happen, then he's gonna be popular too. I think at least among us, he's well known. But to be honest with you, mahirap naman talaga magpasikat dito ng boxer sa Pilipinas eh. So,
Pow, this is a very good question from ITCO. Shakur versus Loma. I got Loma all day. Loma ako, bro.
Shakur versus Loma.
Yeah.
Saan nakalagay? Sino nag-ano?
See, in this corner.
In this corner.
I'm looking
Kanina
at
pa
my
siguro
phone. I
yun.
don't know if it's kung
Medyo
parehas.
late na siguro. I think everyone has a big point. When I asked earlier who's the best 135, if not Devin Haney, because on record Devin Haney should be considered
If you
the
look at
best
belts,
because
yes, it's Devin Haney.
yes, but everyone's talking about saying Vasiliy Lomachenko. So I responded right back. Yes, Vasiliy Lomachenko is good, but isn't Vasiliy Lomachenko past his prime already?
Yes, you can consider that.
Yeah.
His last
So
fight against Gamboses. Oh no, not Gamboses. Sino nga yun? The guy who
he won his last two fights. He lost to Chufimo Lopez.
Oh, Teofimo. Yes, Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah. He's
Kaya
34 years old, and he has a upcoming fight October 29 against a guy named Jermaine Ortiz,
I don't
who
know.
I think he would beat. A young boxer, I believe, is Jermaine Ortiz. His rank also 26 years old fighter. But that's the thing. If you think he's past prime, would you still consider him as the best today, as the best 135? If not Devin Haney, is it Lomachenko? Then who?
You don't know if that fight happens. You don't know which version. Eto na naman tayo. We don't know which
Yeah.
version of Lomachenko is gonna show up during that fight. Is it going to be the Lomachenko of old, or an old Lomachenko?
So, Is he in the crossroad? Is he past prime or
I think
not?
so, Pao. Honestly, kagaya ni Rigo, I think they're on the crossroads na. Yeah, but I could be wrong. These are just opinions. And if it's not for the belt, I think those rankings are mostly based on opinions anyway. We could be biased. Even if you watch boxing analysts, a lot of people can get wrong. Even si Teddy Atlas na that everybody respects. Si Angelo Dundee before.
Yes.
Everybody
Yeah.
can get it wrong, guys.
Yeah. But what's more important, man, is that when people start talking about and arguing about these things against two boxers, that means that's the fight that should happen. So that
Yeah.
all conversation like this, would be put to an end. And sabi ni Anthony Jones, hell no, Shakur's gonna make Loma look crazy. Oh my goodness! What statement?
You know what? This kinds of talks, makes the boxing event even more parang lucrative. It's much more exciting.
It's
Because
much
everybody's
better when we
hearing-
argue. Yeah. Then
You know what, Pao? It's fun to have a panel with people with different opinions. Like 4 people in a panel, 2 for this fighter and 2 for that fighter.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
I mean,
fun. Sarap nun. It's a great conversation.
I loved it before when Manny Pacquiao was fighting, but there are some things that I hate about when Manny Pacquiao was fighting, because there was the time when Manny Pacquiao was fighting that everyone, even non-Filipino, is expecting Manny Pacquiao to win, and nobody thinks that Manny Pacquiao is gonna lose, and people were talking about whether this guy will win or not. It's not this kind of conversation. We're all talking about what round is the opponent gonna go down. So I think I like this type of conversation where at least there are still some some question marks, some excitement, because back then one guy saying is that we were spoiled with wins because of Manny Pacquiao always getting the win.
And you have to understand, those were the early triumph days. There were a lot of boxers in our time, even before Manny Pacquiao. But when Manny Pacquiao really came in, he actually he put our country back to the map. Everybody knew about Manny Pacquiao, and he was a very good representation about towards Filipinos. Because he looked Filipino, he spoke Filipino, and he brought in a lot of casual fans, even moms and dads who doesn't even like
Yes.
boxing. They watch him. Kaya nga, when you ask them, there was no logic at all. They just like Manny Pacquiao. Uy, 2 rounds lang yan, panalo na. And that was fun. It was a beautiful thing what Manny Pacquiao did towards the sport of boxing. You know,
Mhm.
right now people are more educated. You know, but sadly we don't have a guy like Manny Pacquiao sa panahon ngayon. And you're right, pal. We are way too spoiled. Um, a lot of things has been taken away from us. You know, after Manny Pacquiao left. To be honest with you, I don't see. Okay, I'm gonna get
No, no, no,
maybe.
no. Maybe don't even say that. I
No,
already said
yeah,
it
because
earlier.
there's no such thing as the next Manny Pacquiao naman eh. And I don't see any even the closest shadow of the next,
Not
you know,
yet. Not
the,
yet.
the likes of Manny Pacquiao. Okay, the likes of Manny Pacquiao. Let's be broad. The likes of Manny Pacquiao. The kind of energy this guy brings during interviews, and maybe when he walks inside the ring,
I
he
think a lot of
smiles.
people are inspired by Manny Pacquiao, but to
Weren't you
put
inspired by Pacquiao? I was, pal. I
yes,
was.
and that's the
Oh,
reason why Pacquiao Powcast Sports was born.
mm,
Yeah,
oo.
and I think
He
that's a
was our
good
Ali,
thing,
pal.
huh?
He was our Muhammad Ali
Yes, that's
because
true.
he was because a lot of champions are just champions inside the ring. Pero Pacquiao was this guy, you know. He was not as parang parang ano ba to? Outspoken like Muhammad Ali, you know.
Natatawa ako sa mga comments, sorry ah. Kanina may nag-comment dito, si ano si Robson Conceicao beat Loma in the Olympics. Shakur just beat Robson. Tapos meron to, mas may chance pa si Pitbull kaysa kay Loma.
For real.
Isla, ano talaga, oh.
Mas may chance pa si Pitbull kay Lo.
Even you ask hardcore fans in the US, they will say the same about Loma.
Even you ask hardcore fans in the US, they will say the same thing about Loma. Oh, yeah. Mm. And rightfully so. Rightfully so.
uh,
Shakur is consistent with his craft. Loma needs to break Shakur's defense and handle his offense at the same time. And it applies to everybody.
yeah, I think the Shakur's entry to the 135 pound just make the already glamorous division now, and I think we can all agree that 135 right now is a stacked
It's a
division. Before it was
saturated
147,
division. We have a lot of potential fighters. It's very saturated with parang potential fighters.
and
With
also all the talkers are there. A lot of
oh,
talkers are there, and
yeah,
that
we
is
have.
why it is more interesting. And whether you like it or not, talking this day makes you good, makes you give you a lot more money and leverage.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
remember
totoo yan.
when Babaram used to complain about Crawford not being able to sell his own pay-per-views
Do you
because he
believe
doesn't
that,
talk a
Al?
lot.
Do you believe that? Hindi ako naniniwala dun eh. Because Crawford sells fights.
I think I believe
If
that
you
in a
complain about
way.
Crawford not talking too much, look at Spence. Well, let's see, I'm just gonna go in there and do what I do. Yeah. If
In a
you're
way,
talking, if you're looking for somebody who can really talk nowadays, look at the
yeah.
Charlo brothers. Those guys can really talk. They have a mouthpiece. Yung dalawang twins na yan. Yeah.
I think the perception there of Bob Arum is that the pay-per-view would have gone higher if there were better storylines and they were talking, so they can give more money. I mean, they could sell, but they could have sold more if
Mm.
only because he's not Manny Pacquiao, and Manny Pacquiao, even if it doesn't trash talk, people are entertained with the way he speaks, especially in the U.S. And so anyway, that's a different story. This is a different conversation. I just hope that Crawford versus Spence will
I know,
finally happen. We
man.
already had a discussion earlier this week about it when they announced that
Yeah,
the
I saw
fight
both
is
these ones.
almost. So I was quick to say they agreed, but they haven't signed. So did they really agree? No.
For now, let's not get too excited because how many times can pull out ng fight? Even fight that's signed on ink, a lot of things can happen. Maybe 2 weeks before the fight. Oh, breaking news!
Uh,
Errol Spence has pulled out of the fight because of his broken rib. Oh my God! It could happen. A lot of things can happen.
yeah.
Kahit na may sign na yan. So let's not get excited. Pero I'm gonna pick Crawford to win that fight. I
Me
think,
too.
yeah, I think a lot of people would. Um, one fight. Are you getting off now? It's 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it's okay if you still have things to say, man. I
One
miss
thing
you,
I'm
man.
excited
So,
about is si ano eh.
mm,
I
mm.
love Deontay Wilder kasi, I'm very much anticipating for his return, and also si Tyson Fury. Is it
Ah,
finally that's gonna fight or Ruiz? Oh no, Anthony Joshua, right?
Anthony Joshua. Man,
Dude, it's gonna be big.
this
So,
guy, Deontay Wilder, needs to make sure that he takes care of his business first against Robert Helenius on October 17 or 16. So he needs to fight that. And then after that, maybe he can get a fight with Tyson Fury. But he's not gonna win against Tyson Fury. I know you like Tyson Wilder, but Wilder is all power and has only one right straight. He
come
doesn't
on,
know. Come on, come on,
come
man,
on,
come on,
man.
man. You see his highlights. It's always the
But he gets the
bronze bomber,
job done, pal. He gets the job done.
and that is
He's
why he's not
savvy.
gonna
I
win
know he's
against
not the most
Tyson Fury
beautiful athlete in the world. He throws his jab and
again.
he wiggles when he walks around the ring, but he gets the job done.
That,
Yes,
that-
he has
and,
like,
well, he
diba?
didn't get the job done against Tyson Fury, man.
I know. Yeah.
Against a boxer,
Pero
no.
Pao, honestly, what do you think about Anthony Joshua, Pao?
Anthony Joshua is in trouble these days. I think he's getting ahead of himself. I think he should get a fight, an activity fight first, just to get his
Confident back?
rhythm and confidence back. If he fight Deontay Wilder, that's what they're thinking. Think is,
I know.
I
You know
mean,
what, Pao?
doesn't he have gotten enough against? Maybe he has better chance against Wilder. Because Usyk, those guys, are boxers.
Even if they
Maybe,
fight the third time, there's no way. Usyk pa rin ako. And a third fight's
yeah.
not gonna happen. Yeah. If the money's right, I think Usyk's gonna say yes. But um
Wilder is a
Anthony
talker,
Joshua,
man. Wilder is a talker, but I'm
mhm,
sorry to say, man. If he gets matched up against an Usyk or a boxer, I don't know, man. It's just gonna be the same argument that you have with Isaac Cruz, the one
yes,
punch.
yeah, that would be great. But it would be intriguing to watch, and gusto ko yung mga comeback stories, they're like the fairy tales of boxing, especially when a certain fighter loses, tapos they take a rest for a while, and you see them pop up in social media once again, training with a different form. Some of them have new tattoos. Tapos sasabihin,
Yeah.
I feel rejuvenated, I feel like I want to go back, and then the media catches up and, oh, Deontay Wilder or this and that fighter looks different. He has a different spirit. He looks
Mm.
excited, and they have added a new person to the team,
Mm.
Enrico, blah blah blah, Raja Rosales,
Mm.
which is the trainer of da da da. So it's exciting. That's one aspect sa boxing talaga. Those storylines makes the events more
Yeah.
exciting, especially with a guy like Deontay Wilder, because he has a
Yeah.
mouthpiece. He doesn't take his,
Yeah.
he doesn't parang um keep pull back when he speaks. Yeah.
That's correct. And that's why, that's gonna be an interesting fight. But anyway,
Ang
yon.
kulit, last na lang ang kulit ni
Sige.
ni In This Corner, sabi niya, ang Kahas may be the next Manny Pacquiao.
Oh, nabasa ko nga yan eh. Kulit. May
Anyway,
laban yan sa October 9 si Pacquiao, ah. Kung hindi
yes,
magagalan.
it's going to be okay. Anyway, that's gonna be great for his
Sabi ni J. Max, Sir Pao, legit ba? Nasa pound per pound list daw ng WBN si Champ Tata, pang 37 daw. Sabi ni isang blogger. Again, yung pound per pound list, these are fantasy list of different organization, very subjective. So
That's very true.
ang
Yeah.
pinaniniwalaan na pound per pound list ay yung Sky Ring sa Boxing Writer Association of America, transitional. WBN is another publication, and yes, he's number 37 sa WBN, if
Even
that's what you're asking.
ESPN have their own pound for pound list, but these are
Yes.
created by somehow experts who watches more
Yes.
basketball than
I
boxing.
can also create a Powcast pound per pound list,
Oh, we
and
can
no
do
one
that.
can argue
Yeah. So
because
guys,
that's my list.
go to Ring. ring somehow is more of parang it's much more commercialized nowadays.
Yes.
But it's an easy access. It's much more casual fan friendly,
Casual,
and
friend friendly, easy to understand.
easy to understand, easy to navigate. Who has most of the belts then, yeah. Pero he's number 7. That's still good. That's still good.
37 sa
Yeah.
WBN. 37.
Yeah. I
That's
really
true,
feel
ha?
like
That's true.
that's if that's the case, when he comes back, all he needs is just one fight. It doesn't matter who. I just want to see him fight.
Yeah, yeah. I think all
What?
of us in agreement. We just really hope that we see General Casimiro back inside the ring, no matter who he is.
Doesn't matter who. You know,
It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter.
because
Um, mm,
because that fight with whoever is going to be the make or break pill to see, where he is at mentally and physically, and
yeah.
I hope that he fights a lesser opponent of a guy, just to
At
get
first,
the
I
ring
think.
buzz up. And
Yeah, I
guys,
think so too.
oo. And you know how we
Lagi
are,
naman eh.
we Filipinos, we Filipino fans, if that happens and he wins fashionably, and he knocks the guys out, he knocks this opponent out, the Filipino fans will be falling in love again towards General Casimero. It only takes one fight, and the next fight is going to be a lot harder.
Yeah,
The
yeah. I
third
think
fight will be for the belt. Ganyan, he just needs to that very first one, yung first lang, for
yun.
that comeback.
Okay. Yun lang. Sana lumaban lang. Yun lang siguro masasabi ko. And I know a lot of you guys are asking. So, let's just wait for his official announcement and for the official fight. As of right now, there are nothing official as of yet. But anyway, just going back to the topic, and I want to summarize this up because it's already 11 o'clock tomorrow. I'll be waking up at around 7 o'clock in preparation for the fight of Floyd Mayweather, which will only be 3 rounds of exhibition bout. Manny Pacquiao will be watching their ringside, and hopefully they announce their next fight next. I hope they make something happen. I hope Ryzen help that happens.
It's
If it's in
looking
Japan,
to be that way.
hopefully.
Yeah.
It looks like that way because it makes a lot of sense. It makes perfect business sense for
Oo nga,
them to.
they're making big boy decisions, big boy money decisions. So when I saw their picture on Facebook, I was like, okay, they're gonna do this again. It's not gonna be compelling just like the first one, but it's their names. It's
Yes.
like an Apple phone who just came out. Even if it's way too expensive, but it's the brand, so everybody want to see it.
That's correct.
Even the future of the product is not the same anymore. So
These guys are
ganyan lang
lucky
yun.
guys. They've built their names, and now,
That's why, that's the and these two people, these are the parang they should be the biggest influence that these athletes should follow.
That's
You know?
that's also correct, man. I hope so. I hope so. And look at them working together, helping each other. They're rivals
Dude,
inside
it's
the ring.
beautiful.
They look like they're still rivals during the press conference because
They're putting up a show, pal. They're putting up a show. But behind the scenes, the phone calls. Manny, we're gonna do this. Imagine what about the split? Ganyan. Dude, they Manny, even a retired Manny Pacquiao and a Floyd Mayweather would make more money than a champion ngayon na featherweight or welterweight. You understand that, guys? And it's going to be even if it's only like exhibition fight, they will make more money. I think maybe 1 or 2 million siguro, right? I don't know. But see, Golovkin made 20 million, 25 million in his last fight. I read an article. Canelo
yeah,
made
they made a lot
45.
of money.
Pow, imagine having $20 million, pow. Jesus Christ, dude.
Yep. Okay. A lot of money. I wish I had
man.
just anyway, man, Marty, thank you so much for joining
thank
us
you.
today. And I really appreciate you being a sport, and sorry if I'm
And by the way,
uh,
I'm sorry. By the way, Slahano, and I'm gonna take that back. I don't know a lot of boxing. I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm just
Just-
trying to pick you up. Yeah.
okay. All right. Anyway, guys, baka mag-away na sa comment section, so
Wala naman.
paalam na tayo. Marty, salamat
No, thank you.
Any shout outs? Anything you wanted to say before I kick you out of my program?
Shout outs to everybody that's on the comment section. Continue to support Powcast Sports, Pow Salud project, for giving us the fights that we want to see and even the fights that we don't want to see. Yan lang.
Grabe ka. Fine. Thank you, Marty.
Sige, salamat.
Salamat,
Guys,
salamat.
thank
Good night.
you. Wait a second. Nes Islahanon, who was the guy earlier? Si Chris or something. And I'm sorry for not being able to catch some of the. I see my name being highlighted. I really appreciate it. You know, it's very flattering. You know, I'm a nobody. Hindi naman ako. Chris Dalego. You know, he's very knowledgeable when it comes to boxing. I'm learning a lot from you just reading your comments. Anthony Jones. Who else? Wait a second, Pow. June Pow, of course. I said Nas already, right?
Yeah.
Teach as well. Teach, bro.
Oh.
I hope to see you one day on the live. Come up. Usap-usap tayo. You know, it's gonna help the channel grow then, you know. And it's nice to actually see new people, new faces come up here. Jmar, and I think that's it. Yeah, Pinoy boxing fans. God bless,
salamat.
guys. You know,
Salamat.
When it comes to the sports of boxing, please take it as a conversation lang and don't take it personal. You know, we get too passionate sometimes, we get too emotional because of what we say here, but by the end of the day, it's just a sport. You know, it's for fun. It's for fun. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, pal.
Salamat, Marty. Okay.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Ayan po si Marty at salamat tayo sa kanya at siya yung naging kasparing ko tonight regarding the concern about Shakur Stevenson. Anyway, salamat po sa inyong lahat. Siguro po iwanan ko lang kayo sa isang salita sa itong last statement ko, no. First and foremost, ang usapan natin boxing dito, and we're all boxing fans. So I mean, after all the arguments and all that sa ating mga opinion, we should all be friends, and that I'm gonna be leaving it at that. Shakur Stevenson, whoever he fights next, I don't think it's gonna be Devin, Haney or any champions early. So someone rank mas maganda. Yun lang, someone rank. Okay, salamat po sa inyo lahat and peace to all of you. Let's just talk boxing and let's not be personal against each other na lang. Salamat. See you again next time. And tomorrow, Floyd Mayweather fight against Asakura. Salamat po.